Alrighty guys, welcome into another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host, JustCMTexx, and I'm back. And we're gonna get ready to talk about a different type of tier list. Okay, normally we do a tier list for all the tunes in the game, but we're gonna do a different type of tier list. This tier list is just gonna feature the damage tunes in the game. All right, these are the absolute best, and which I think are the best ranks for the tunes. You know, if you have a different rank, I did post a new tier list in my Discord. The link will also be in the description below. Go ahead and show off those tier lists. Let's see what your idea is specifically for the damage tunes. So we're gonna go ahead and get directly into that. So here's what we have. At the C tier list, these are the damage tunes who can do damage in the game, but these are ones that you more likely want to avoid as we're in a different meta and time has went on. Now, if you are a new player to the Walking Dead Road to Survival, these are tunes that you may want to be able to pick up as a starter just to be able to use them so you can be able to have some damage on your team. So you have Vincent. He's definitely the worst of the damage users, but somebody fresh into the game will probably get a couple of him, and he can be a little bit viable in some of the earliest stages of the game. And then you have Shiva. Shiva's here because Shiva doesn't do a lot of damage necessarily on her own, but she has to be in certain packages in order for Shiva to be able to work offensively as what you would call a premier damage tune. And you'll be able to see the difference once we start talking about other damage tunes as to why Shiva is here. Now, some of you may have a different opinion, a different understanding of that, and that is okay. But this is what I have her at right here. It's simply just because of, you know, the packages that you need to be able to put her in order for her damage to be as effective as you need it to. Now, Dexter does single target damage, you know, and we do have some tunes that do single target damage, but they have a better kit and a better position than Dexter right now. So he's definitely one of those that are down here on the bottom of the list. And then Tyrese, when the meta first dropped, Tyrese was one of the best tunes, if not the best attack tune that you could easily get your hand on as a free-to-play. But as time went on, all AoE tunes typically fall off, and Tyrese fell off of that cliff pretty quickly. So this is why he's here at the C tier list. Now, going on to the B tier list, these are tunes that can do some damage impact in the game. They have a couple other things added to their kit to be able to help them enhance certain things, and they do just a little bit more damage in these situations than the C-list tunes. So we have Axel actually beheads. Connie does main damage, which is absolutely necessary, especially on Conquest and against some of these more tankier teams. You can be able to take her in there. Alpha actually does infection, and infection works very well in Conquest and against some of these other teams. But these are not tunes that you will stick out there on the battlefield and the biggest part of the game, which is war. So this is why they're pretty much here. And you have Dwight and Abraham. They work well together as a unit along with Shiva. So if you put them together, you can have a sort of dynamite offensive stack team. But like I said, it's very situational that you'll have them that way. So this is why these guys are on the B and the C tier list. Abraham can be able to enhance your burn damage as well. So if somebody's doing 16,000 burn damage, Abraham hits them, they're gonna do 32,000 burn damage, which is gonna be a reasonably high number. But the issue we have with that is burn does not stack. If burn stack, these guys could definitely be up the tier list a little bit more. So this is what you have here. Now, Dwight does have a really unique specialist skill, which is execution. So once you get to 20% health, he can actually kill you and take you out, you know. So if you can kind of get like a crosshairs going on him, and then you hit that execution at the 20% mark, he will take somebody out, and you can be able to decap that way. So you do have a good combination there. So this is what I would say will be decent, and these are some more of the starter tunes that you will get your hands into. Now, going up the list, these are the A-list tunes. Now, these are tunes that have a decent amount of slappability to them, but there are better attack tunes in the game. Andrea 2K is definitely a good tune. She could be high as S plus or S tier list, which you guys will see shortly. She can definitely move up +2, depending on the team that she's in, because she does hit like a truck. She can hold a double attack rampage weapon in her hand, which makes most tough tunes viable on offense, simply because they can hold that double attack rampage weapon. Now, next we have Eugene here. Eugene hits absolutely hard as well too. So we have Eugene running on that offensive side as well, and he has stun resist built into his kit and absolute zero, I believe, as well. So this kind of builds him out a little bit more and makes him a lot better to be able to use on those attack team. Headless Herschel is a newer tune, came into the game over the holiday season, so we need to see how he's going to fit into the whole meta, things of that nature. He actually is a good offensive tune. He could be a little bit higher as in a +1 or +2, maybe S tier, but a lot of people don't have their hands on him, and we would just have to see how he fits into the meta as we go along. Sam in Time hits like an absolute truck, but it's situational. You have to have debilitating statuses on tunes in order for Sam in Time to be effective. But if somebody's cleansing, then Sam in Time is not going to be as effective as you want them to. Valkyrie is a challenge run tune. Many people haven't had a chance to get their hands on her, to put her in different teams and things of that nature to see how Valkyrie is going to work out. But from her kit, she does have one of the best tune kits in the game, which is On a Roll. Absolute nightmare if she gets that going off. Not On a Roll. Oh man, I forgot the name of it. But actually, if she kills somebody, she can go again. And that's the same thing that Andrea has on her kit. But her Andrea kit is built a little bit differently. If you know the name of it, you know, like I said, post that down in the comments. Definitely a bundle there. I can't just remember what the name of that is, but she's absolutely a good tune as well. Sandy is good as well too. Sandy can hold a splash damage weapon in her hand. She used to be a S tier tune, but you know, as time goes on, better tunes come into the game, and she doesn't become as effective as she used to be. So that's what we have there. She still slaps though, but you know, there's more effective tunes. Now here we go with the S class tunes. Now these tunes are tunes that absolutely slap. They separate themselves a little bit due to their kits from the tunes in the A tier list, and these tunes are sometimes a nightmare to have on your offensive team. Number one, Michonne 2K. She revives when she get a kill, and she is the only rampage weapon for green tunes. You build her right, she has crit in her kit, she could become an absolute nightmare. She's very good. Ash can hold a rampage weapon. This is what I'm saying. If you notice on this list here, there are 3 tunes that have rampage ability, and when you're building offenses, you want to try to have as much as that as you can, unless if you're doing that straight damage, or you can definitely try to outpower teams, which is tough with tankier defenses, or you can go the bleed route, which is why Zachary's on this list. He's here for his bleed. He's not really good offensively other than his bleed. He can do some decent damage once aggro gets going, but if it's not going, he's just there for the bleed. But his bleed is absolutely powerful. So you have that combination there. Now Ash, she holds that rampage weapon. Going back to her, she decaps, and she can do the double attack. And once she rampage and she kills and she hits 3 tunes, if they die, they're all going to be decapped. So Ash is good there. Next we have Connor. Connor is on this list because he taunts and he does a decent amount of damage on offense. He's an absolute nightmare on both ends of the field. If I would say you know, true utility tune in the game, Connor would be that epitome of a true utility tune. If you don't have him Limit Break 2 ready for Limit Break 3, I suggest you go ahead and do that, because Connor is going to be very good at Limit Break 3, even though he's already good at Limit Break 2. Now we have Princess here. What can Princess hold in her hand? Double attack rampage weapon. And when she goes off, if she's in the right team, it is lights out. I mean, she absolutely destroys. And this is what you need on your offense. You need really good tunes that hit really hard and be able to have a fast offense. Now, we have Rosita here. Rosita is the only disarm specialist that the disarm actually benefits herself. So what I mean by that is, if Waylon hits you, his disarm is to disarm and to benefit your other teammates. But when Rosita hits you, her disarm works for her because she slaps. She hits like a truck. She's really, really good in that essence. So if you got some of these Vance guys out there, you got some of these, you know, Uncle Sam's and things of that nature, couple of combinations, Isabel, Rosita, and Lydia, to be able to do a lot of damage and take these people out. Now, next we have Ivanova. Ivanova's here because she hits like a truck as well. She can have 100% crit weapon in her hand, and every time she hits, it turns to crit. She's already one of those specialists. I believe she has his waist knot as well too. So it's just problematic all over the board whenever you know, she gets going as well too. So, and on top of that, whenever somebody dies, she gets extra AP. So say if you kill 3 people first turn, you know, turn 2, she's ready to go, you know, and she hits like a truck. Absolute nightmare as well there too. So this is the S-class damage list. Now, when we get to it, this is who I believe are the best damage tunes as of right now in the game. I mean, these tunes absolutely slap. So Negan is the only leader up here. All right, Negan has been going strong all the while. Ever since the beginning, he's been going very strong, and he's still one of the strongest leaders. His limit break 3 is gonna, you know, put him up there, keep him up there with these with the leaders so far in the game. And that's a good thing, because when you play games like this and you can be able to pay to get characters and tunes and things of that nature, it's good to have some free to play access to be able to get tunes to keep up. So Negan is actually good, and he has focus for 2 turns. Andrea, she slapped before, but with her limit break 3, she's going to be even better. So she's going to be good too. Michonne is going to get 160% damage towards tunes who bleed. So you put her in the Zachary team with her, old man, what's his name? Witters. I can't remember the guy's name. The new guy that came into the Walking Dead recently. Put him on the same team with his bleed multiplier as well. They're going to absolutely slap. So then next we have Lydia. Lydia is the best offensive tune in the game right now, period. Especially for those of us who are free to play, who are being able to get our hands on her. She has helped a lot against some of these very, very, very strong teams you're going up against in war and things of that nature. Next we have Lori. We all know who Lori is. Lori is a mythic trial tune. She made this tier list, and she's absolutely good. If Lori kills somebody and she has execution, so you know, person gets really low, she could take them out at 20%. If Lori kills somebody, the rest of the team gets defensive down for 2 turns, 20%. You can go on a rampage and start destroying. It's absolutely good there, you know. So you have Lori. Eva is another tough tune, and guess what she can hold in her hand, guys? Another rampage weapon, and she has a turn 1 rush. If Eva goes off turn 1, it can be lights out for the team, man. So you definitely want to be able to do that. She is really, really, really good. If you get your hands on her, start building her, because she can be used for the foreseeable future. Now, next on this list is a new tune that's in the Stalker roadmap and gameplay right now that's going on in Shadow Stalker, I believe it is. And it's Isabella. She absolutely hits like a truck as well too. Her rush is really good. She has, I believe, stun resistance on her kit. On top of that, she gets 15% bonus damage to fast tunes, and she's an execution tune. So you can cross hairs with Lydia, get that damage down, and then bam, lights out at 20% for using Isabella. So these are the tunes that I personally believe are the best ranked tunes in the Walking Dead Road to Survival. These are your damage tunes. You need to have some variety of these tunes on your team in order for you to be successful in the game when using the damage route. This is your boy JustCMTexx. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell, thumbs up button. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Go ahead and hit that tier list up. This is your boy JustCMTexx. Peace.